Hey, Inspired Tribe, it's John Nolan here. I just wanted to come on after today's live show earlier where we talked about my warning, my advice to leave the city if you can because of the coming urban collapse, because of the societal collapse that we see coming down a pipe. And there were some very, very strong reactions, which I anticipated. I even said it, and people are cussing me out, and people are calling me despicable and fear-mongering and whatnot. And I just wanted to make a quick statement on that. Here's the thing. When you watch the weather forecast and the weatherman or the weatherwoman says, yeah, well, there's a tropical storm that's forming into a hurricane right now. That hurricane is bound to make landfall here or there, whatever, and they give you all that information. Do you call the freaking weather station and call them out because they're bringing you bad news? Or do you call them and ask them, hey, well, you know, I don't want a hurricane. I don't have the means to move or to do something about it. And this is sort of a very similar situation. I've been a researcher and a truth seeker all my life. I have hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands, I don't know, hours in research, in-depth study about what the psychopaths, the dark forces, if you will, have been doing and where they plan to take all of this. And we've made great strides and we're doing really well. But here's the thing. Mostly when we report on that, which I think is incredibly important that people realize where we find ourselves, what situation we find ourselves in, mostly I'm not even touching on the crazy stuff, the really insane stuff that's already been done and already been prepared. Because I know that sometimes that's simply too much, but that doesn't mean that it's not happening. When it comes to the AI, the transhumanism, when it comes to digitization and how far they've already taken this, how prepared they are to usher in their dystopian, crazy world order, I can't even tell you how insane it is what they've done, especially over the last 4 years, how many people are affected. This is just the truth. It doesn't bring me any pleasure or joy to report on it, but this is the truth. Why is it important? So you can prepare to the best of your abilities, and that's all you can do. Do the best you can with what you have where you are. You can't do anything else. No one can. But I'm not responsible for your life, neither am I responsible for anyone else's life. I'm responsible for my life and for those of my family. Now, we put our lives in the service in the way that we do because that's what we're called to do. But I can't be responsible for why people can't do certain things or can do certain things. I didn't make the choices in people's life. I didn't choose to live in a certain place. I'm not responsible for that. What I'm responsible for is to speak the truth to the best of my ability and show what could be and how we could live and what we can do and what we can explore about ourselves and what the solution may be. I'm not saying that the same solution applies to everyone. People have been today frantically saying, well, I can't do anything about that. I can't leave the city. I don't have the means yet. I'm really sorry to hear that, but I'm not responsible for that. I don't live your life. I didn't make your choices. All that I'm bringing to you is the information at hand and what is coming to most places, to most urban areas, to most cities in the world within the next weeks, months, maybe a few short years. But that is to a large degree a certainty. You don't have to be a prophet for that. It's nothing to do with prophecy. It's just observing and connecting the dots. Now, I would encourage anyone to consider what kind of lifestyle might help you and what kind of way of life might help you to temporarily, at least, remove yourself from those situations. That's all I can say. And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to bring this back to the weatherman. Would you rather not know that a storm is coming? Would you rather not know that you're in the path of a freaking Cat 5 hurricane? Because I sure as hell want to know. And then there's something I can do about it. We have incredible capabilities. We're much stronger, more capable, and expansive as we've been led to believe. And when we tap into those powers, into those inner solutions, a lot can happen that our brain and our programmed mind cannot conceive. But for that, we have to actually do the inner work. And this is what's been the message on Inspired, what's going to be the message on Inspired. But I'll never sugarcoat. I will not say the truth, because it might put someone in a state of discomfort to know what the truth is. That's literally what has gotten us to this point, that so many people for so long have ignored the truth, didn't want to see it because it made them uncomfortable, because it isn't rosy and unicorny and whatnot. And that's what gotten us here. We've transferred our responsibility as human beings for so long. And this is the kick. This is the main message. We all have to take responsibility for our own lives, our own needs, and our own well-being, again, to the best of our abilities. And that's the only thing that's going to get us through things, and it's going to get us out of certain situations. So, I wanted to share that about today's message. And I don't shy away from controversy, but a message to all those who feel very inspired to tell us, Christine and myself, what we should or shouldn't talk about. Start your own channel. Nobody's keeping you. Please go do your own work, build your own audience, do all that, and talk about the things you want to talk about. But don't come here and tell me what I should talk about. I don't come to your freaking house and tell you what you should do. It's none of my business. So we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. If you don't like it, don't watch. Simple as that. And for everybody else, I love the expansion, we love the connection, and we love how we grow with truth about what this world is and what state we're in, and most importantly, who we really are. Because that is the missing link. That is the key that opens all doors. All right, my friends, thank you so much. Much love, many blessings. We'll be back with you again very, very soon.